Making all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Raiders. Defense wins championships, baby.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he loses the football the second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 79! 79!
Safety creep.
Wait!
Safety's creeping.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
I got this.
Throwing again. Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
0.
Let's go.
Rivers on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Jackson looking to throw on third. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up first and 10 at the 16. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Bell. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
0. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check room. Check hot route. Hot. Hey. Undercurls.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
64.
Check 4, check 4.
Hey, Delta.
46-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
97's the mic, 97's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Clock 11. Ricky. Check.
Throwing Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike.
Now Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, here's Bell. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Red! Red! Mike 55! Here we go, D. All day, D. Hey, Charlie! All day. Behind!
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Get wide.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Move! Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Where do you go?
On third down, Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this way they help force another incompletion.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential. But I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. This is Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike, check, 59. I got you, pop. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Jackson on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 52.
They'll run it with Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. On fourth down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that tells you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the Chargers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no.
And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got motion. Back up.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action now. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, ready.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180. 180. What we got? What we got? What we got? Kill. Check. 6. Orange 5-4. 6 guys. Hey.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, check.
Here's Jackson to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Delta!
31, check 31.
Spawn! Load it! Hey, here we go.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, easy. 300.
Rivers.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bandit. Kill.
Now Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
One receiver left, that's Allen. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Rush in.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready! Hey, Brown 80! Hey, Delta! Watch out, watch out!
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll go again with Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And able to complete it to Moreau. 30, 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Rivers to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, exit. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
After the sack on 1st down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers now. And now he's taken down, and Rivers Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Days, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Haywood.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Bell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a